What's going on, everybody?
Who is that cat? Arthur. You're just gonna stare at me? Oh.
I am Walrus. What the hell?
Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I feel like it's been an age and a half since I took a look at some courtroom videos, but so we're gonna go through a couple of them largely from OSG. It's gonna be, this is gonna be a chill stream. Might be a long one. So, hold fast. It is what it is. I'm going to boot up some Battlebit while watching some of these cases. I know at least a couple of them are soft sits in court that I haven't heard yet. So that should be fun. So which one is this one? Dios mío. Yeah, there's a lot that I haven't seen yet.
Ralph Camp,
Yeah, that is actually.
and I think Mr. Camp's AKA is McClintock.
So the females wanted to call me.
We're not playing bingo just yet. Bingo will be a little bit later.
Mr. McClintock, what's your true and correct name?
Mr. Camp,
Okay,
medical doctors, lawyers, and cops. You figure that out.
okay. What
the hell's that voice?
The evaluation for you, Mr. Camp.
Yeah.
I think we looked at this yesterday. And it does indicate that he meets the criteria to proceed with these charges. And so I will go over the charges with you. And they are,
Let's see.
it's a trespassing charge at the Peppermill. And the allegation, sir, is that you willfully returned to the Peppermill property after having been trespassed by Peppermill Security on May 11th, which is within the last 6 months. Did you understand the charge, sir?
Zinger melt will have to be done tomorrow. I'm sorry.
I don't take you none of you females anywhere.
Wait,
I live
what?
my own life. Affirmative.
So, Mr. McClintock or Mr. Camp,
Is he narrating himself?
I think you prefer Mr. Camp. You're
I
gonna,
was
if you want,
raised in a camp.
Stop interrupting.
Okay. all right, so Mr.
Object.
Mr. Camp, stand a little closer to the microphone if you would, then I can hear you better.
I object, Your Honor.
Okay,
Okay.
so did you understand the trespassing charge at the Peppermill? That's a yes or no question. Mr. Camp? Did you understand the trespassing charge at the Peppermill?
Look,
Mr. Camp, I need.
when I went to go to Home Depot,
yes or
I
no.
ended up. Look, when I went to go to Home Depot, this morning it was around like 10:30. I got my stuff at Home Depot. It was around 11 o'clock, and then there was a Five Guys staring right in front of me, and I'm like, I'm just gonna have some Five Guys. Okay, so yeah, that's what
No
happened.
question. Did you understand the trespassing charge at the Peppermill?
Sir, answer the judge's question out loud.
Of course.
All right, sir, and how do you wish to plead to the trespassing charge at the Peppermill?
Guilty, I was there.
Okay, and do you
All right.
understand by entering a plea of guilty, you're giving up your right to have a trial in this matter?
Of course.
All right, and
Naturally.
did you understand your trial
Brought me
rights?
to this place.
So, Mr. Camp, did you understand your trial rights?
Mm,
Do I cook at home?
You have
Yes.
to have a yes or no answer, sir.
yes.
Okay, and you understand that by entering, you understand the maximum penalty for a misdemeanor, which is trespassing, could be up to 6 months in jail and or a $1,000 fine. That's a possible penalties. Do you understand those
I object,
possible
Your
penalties?
Honor.
Yes or no, sir? Yes
I
or no?
object.
Object to what?
This is in front of all my peers. The
All right,
fourth.
so Mr. Camp, let's
I
get
plead
through
the
this.
fifth. The fifth. You're using me as a little red square,
What?
a push of a button
What?
to where
I'm
eventually versus
going to tell you, counsel, that I'm concerned about Mr. Camp's competency, even though we have a competency
Yeah, so am I.
evaluation. I'm uncomfortable in proceeding with Mr. Camp based upon his remarks, and my observations of him. So I'll hear from either one of you.
Judge, I have my same thoughts. I don't know if it's malingering, but I had no ability to communicate with him. He would not be able to assist counsel in a trial in this state. I was looking him up, Judge. Looks like we had cases in 2014 and 15, and then nothing, and then 4 cases in 2022. He's been in custody now for over a month, probably because we were waiting on the mental health evaluation. I don't know if Ms. Drake would be willing to dismiss without prejudice, but I agree with your comments.
Ms. Drake?
My concern is he has 2 trespassings set for trial on Monday, the 31st, July 31st in Department 3. We probably didn't find him this morning because he's booked under an alias. I know I've been in contact with Peppermill Security and they're very displeased with Mr. Camp. So I'm not inclined to dismiss it, especially since we have a competency evaluation saying he's competent. Maybe he could enter a not guilty on this one as well, or we could put this one on Monday when he comes and is transported and can talk in person with everybody.
I think that that's probably the wisest decision. So we'll continue your matter till Monday, Mr. Camp. You're going to be transported to the Reno Municipal Court on Monday for trials on other trespassing matters, and we're hopeful that we can get these matters resolved. But I'm deeply concerned about your mental health at this stage of the game. So you're going to be continued till Monday for transport to the Reno Municipal Court. I'm continuing this matter.
All right, so just
Number
to,
31, People versus Donald Taylor, 2278 FC.
Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender.
okay, just to give you guys a thing. I don't know how long this stream's gonna last, but bingo is probably gonna be set for 7 o'clock, so like 3 hours from now. So yeah, hold fast on that. This is just out of the blue. Felt like streaming. And to answer the other people's questions, no, the boys have not experienced the catcher yet, but give them some time.
On behalf of Mr. Taylor, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. How are you, sir?
How you doing, man?
All right, thank you. Mr. Gaddy, where are we today?
Your Honor, I believe that there, yes, I received additional violations yesterday
I
after
see
I
that.
met with Mr. Taylor, so I didn't have a chance to go over them with him.
Okay, I just got that as well. We got it this morning. Mr. Taylor, the probation department has amended their violation. They've requested that the following counts, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, have been added to the violation report. I'm going to arraign you on those and tell you what the allegations are. As I previously told you on, or I guess you were in front of Judge Kunke, you are entitled to a hearing as to these, and that Mr. Gaddy will continue to represent you. These are the allegations that they have. Count 4, on January 17th of 2023, you were arguing with an AATA employee, threatening to shoot people, shouted profanities, and told a security officer that you would, and this is in quotes, kick his ass. And list the Ann Arbor Police Report crime report number. Ann Arbor, condition number 5, Ann Arbor Police Report 232317 indicated that you were slurring your words, unsteady on your feet, and appeared intoxicated. Count 6, you had contact with Ann Arbor Police on 1/17/2023 and failed to report your contact to the probation department within 24 hours. Condition 7, on June 3rd of 2023, it is alleged that you committed the offense of giving false information to a police officer, and that is a pending case in the 14A District Court under docket 23-232-0459 OT. Must be a ticket case. Count 8, according to the Ypsilanti Police Report 237025 on 6/3 of 2023, you told the police that you were drunk. And then count 9, according to the Ypsi Police Report 237814 on 6/17, you were accused of making threats to shoot someone.
Oh my God, more.
Those are the added conditions. So that arraignment will be completed, Mr. Gaddy, as to those.
Wait, this is all while he's on probation?
Yeah, so this counts,
That's great.
Mr. Taylor,
That's great.
I'd ask the court to adjourn this violation so I can investigate these and take a look at these police reports.
Mr. Ganatra.
I have no objection to that request.
Mr. Gaddy, how much time do you need?
Your Honor, I'd leave it up to perhaps two or 3 weeks. The recommendation for probation is for revoke and a year with credit for, I believe, 55 days or 54 days as of today. I'd ask that stay open.
We can keep that open.
Okay, we'll be back on 7/24/23.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Your bond's gonna continue where you are right now, and then we'll be back, allowing your attorney to do some investigation. And we'll adjourn your violation hearing. Okay, sir?
So the next time I come to court be the 24th?
Yes, sir.
Oh, did we issue benchmark? Yeah.
What's today's date?
Today is the 23rd.
23rd, so I gotta sit here a month.
If Mr. Gaddy is prepared before then, or there's, he can get the additional information that he needs to do your defense. No, Mr. Taylor. One, that's not the way we ask. Mr. Taylor, your case is concluded today. Mr. Gaddy, you can bring a bond motion if you feel it.
Ooh.
Got all that, Gaddy?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, you're done.
There we go. Just come out when you're done.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Are you Shannon Marie Huey, ma'am?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, this is file 227690 FT1. You were before the magistrate earlier this afternoon on
Yes.
video. You had MIDC. Yep, you had MIDC defense counsel with you. You told both of those people you wanted to waive a hearing, waive a lawyer, and plead guilty to bond violation. Is that right, ma'am?
Well, I'm not sure because Your Honor, I walked all night to get to court. Like, I wrote down, I don't know, none of this makes sense to me. You guys let me out of jail and say that you're going to help me. I go to your crisis center twice. I have nowhere to sleep. Like, I need out of this town. You don't get it. I'm tired of living in a tent. When I don't, I have to. Yeah, I guess whatever I need to do to get this done.
So we have to reset sentencing.
Why can't we do it today? Can't you sentence me right now? I have a,
Your lawyer isn't here, ma'am. Ms. Mistily.
yeah, yeah.
So we can't sentence you. But are you agreeing that you missed this sentencing on March 16, ma'am?
Can I do not guilty, please? Can I have a bond, please? I only have a short amount of time with my husband before he goes away, and I'd like to spend some time with him.
So, you know, I remember your case pretty well, Ms. Huey. You've missed court several times in this case. And we keep giving you chances on another PR bond, and you don't show up.
Yeah, but I'm right here.
But I'm here now.
I'm saying I'm right here. I don't even know.
That's not how that works.
Okay.
Your town is like a
what you should
time
do.
warp.
Okay, so I think you should call Janet Mistily. She's your lawyer. We're going to reset your sentencing that you missed on March 16.
I'm not going to call her. Just sentence me. Just get this over with. Sentence me. I didn't do this in my right mind. Like, this is not who I am, and I just want this done. I want to move on.
So what we're going to do is enter a not guilty plea on the bond violation. The bond violation will be set at the same time as sentencing. I think we might be able to give you the date now.
That will be April 12th at 10 a.m.
April 12th at 10 a.m.
So I've got to sit in jail until April 12th? I'm sorry.
Well, yes.
Hang on,
because you failed.
I'm having a hard time hearing.
Yes, you failed. You failed to show.
So another fucking 30 days to find yourself!
Whoop.
Hey.
Damn. Me knows she had the same thought. Woo.
I don't give a fucking word. Why are you touching me like that? Ah! I cut myself. Wait, I cut myself. Ah! I can let myself down.
Just put her up against the wall.
Okay, I can't. Ow, you're breaking my arm. I'm not fighting you guys. I'm not fighting you.
Put your other arm behind your back. Do it.
Oh, well, here. I got blood on it. I don't want to cut. I don't want blood all over you. That's all I'm saying.
What did you cut yourself with?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like gun holster?
God, I don't know.
Yeah, we got gloves.
I just want to be sentenced. I want to be done with this. I'm so over you people.
Somebody call medical.
I'm bleeding.
Relax.
Just relax.
I don't even know what I cut myself at.
Oh, shit. Where are you bleeding from?
My hand.
Oh, you punched something.
No, I didn't touch anything.
Hang on, watch your report.
Oh, I thought I had some metal on that. I didn't
Dingus.
Stop.
Just hang on. Take a deep breath.
Step over the court.
Instead of dragging her down there, can you get...
Let's get her out of this room now, because she's tangling cords. That's all.
Watch your step.
Got it. They're on their way. Have her sit right here.
Just have her stand.
She cut herself.
Drink water. And just don't move your hand. Your hands with
Hey, please, that guy was looking in. Can you put him in the cell?
Have her concentrate. We're not right here. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Want gloves?
I'm not touching anything.
Okay.
Break the.
It looks all messed up. I'm not sure how to fix it.
Oh, I was just looking at this. The screen's not busted, so I'm kind of shocked.
Well, I don't know if she's got a PR bond
I wouldn't worry about it.
anymore.
Turning to the first in custody, Tisha Taylor. Ms. Taylor is here again. I saw her last week. There is a new felony complaint that's been filed charging her with a violation of Penal Code Section 594. The public defender represents her in multiple matters. Ms. McDonald is here from the public defender's office. Ms. McDonald?
Yes, Your Honor. If the court wants to give me the complaint, I can acknowledge receipt.
Oh, I thought we had.
Thank you. I acknowledge receipt of the complaint ending in 2259. Waive formal reading and advisement of rights. Enter pleas of not guilty. And Your Honor, if I could be heard, Ms. Taylor is asking for her release on SOR. I'd like the court to consider that.
We discussed this last Friday, and I denied bail, or excuse me, I denied OR last Friday.
You didn't discuss it, sir? Why don't you tell me
We
why?
got a buyer? No, not yet.
No is the answer, Ms. Taylor.
Why is that?
The time's
Honestly, I'm still not 100% sure whether it truly is the GPU. I'm almost convinced it is. It could also be the power supply. I don't know. I probably won't. I'll probably know for sure once the replacement comes in. You know what I mean?
Yes, I'd request.
So here's the thing. If it turns out that it wasn't this 4090 that was causing the problem, I'm probably gonna be very pissed. But I'm probably gonna keep the replacement, and then I'm gonna sell this GPU at like a steep discount.
Request to be set at that same time and date. That'd be my request. Time's not waived.
Or I might give it to Alex.
I would assign this case
Who knows? I don't know.
To Department 8. That's where all her other cases are now calendar. And
Judge Davis, you sex offender. He looked right at me. You nasty.
Whoa.
That's his name, Judge Davis.
All right.
Oh.
You rapist.
I think we're done.
Oh.
Rapist, Judge John Davis.
we are.
We have our next court date. I think we can go.
Bail is set at $10,000.
August 8th in Department 8.
Oh. You two got some more entertainment.
You got the YouTubes. All right, what do we got? Here we go. This is the Sav Sit script.
Further will be in recess. Appreciate the correctional facility for making her available for us. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, at the Butler County Jail, are you Anthony Dubis?
Sir,
Okay.
I would like to state for the record and
Oh no.
that I am not the all caps name on the case trade name, sole living heir, beneficiary, and executor of that named trust. I am the living man. I am a foreign national.
Oh my God. Oh God. It's oh man, even though I've heard this all before, it's just equal levels of cringe every time I hear it.
And
You're a foreign national?
I'm a foreign national. I'm an American national.
Oh, he's an American national.
Appearance only held against
Special
my
appearance.
will.
Under duress. Yeah.
false imprisonment, and
Kidnapping.
under false arrest.
Oh no.
Very good. This is
All right.
State of Kansas versus Anthony Edward Dubis, case number 23 TR 2777. The state appears by Jared Regier. Mr. Dubis appears from the custody of the Butler County Jail. All parties are appearing by Zoom. Mr. Dubis, you're here for a first appearance. Do you have a copy of your charges?
I am, my honor, Mr. Crum. I am here. by
My honor.
special appearance.
You've already been through that. I'm going to read your charges to you.
I love this judge.
17th, 2023. You did then and there unlawfully operate a motor vehicle on a highway of this state without having a valid driver's license.
Shocked.
There is no valid
Shocked.
driver's license, a Class B non-person misdemeanor. That carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. Count 2 alleges that on August 17th, 2023.
Oh, is it the trifecta?
Vehicle, a 2003 Honda Accord.
Is it? I'm guessing it's going to be the trifecta. No license, no registration, no insurance.
On a highway or this state, East Fox Trail Street, Andover, Butler County, Kansas, while your vehicle was not registered. That's
Number 2.
Register a vehicle. That's an unclassified non-person misdemeanor. That carries a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail and up to a $500 fine. Count 3 alleges you operated a motor vehicle on August 17th, 2023 in Butler County, Kansas without having valid insurance. That's no.
Yeah! Ding, 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 ding.
Misdemeanor. You understand your charges, Mr. Dubis?
No, I do not stand under these charges, and I would like to
stand under.
Make it clear that I was not operating a motor vehicle. I was
traveling.
Operating my private conveyance, not for hire, not for commercial use, not to transport passengers or products for hire. And if I was allowed to have my folder with black text case law in it to be brought here with me.
If only I had a copy of my Black's Law Dictionary and my binder full of soft set BS. I could explain this to you, Judge, because clearly I know more than you about the law.
As I asked Mr. Deputy Khalid Baraka, and he refused, I would be able to prove to you with black text case law what
black
the
text
Supreme
case
Court
law.
rulings
My bad.
From multiple different cases have stated about the definition of a driver, an operator, a motor vehicle, an automobile, what a conveyance is, and their decisions, aka, my bad, the Supreme Court.
Jamie, I already have separate bingo cards. I already have separate bingo cards for. There was one I did with Kick was Road Rage. It was it was like dash cam bingo. I had Karen's. I had Sov Sits. I had a modified Sov Sits for Moors, and then I had a regular body cam bingo.
Decisions.
All right, Mr. Dubis, I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you, and we're going to set this over. If you want to present this stuff, you can present it to Judge Webster, who's going to be assigned to your case. Are you going to be able to hire an attorney?
Oh, that's right. I had an auditor's one too.
Board of the state.
Okay, then you can hire your own attorney. I'm going to set this for November 13th, 2023 at 9 o'clock in the morning. Mr. Regier, do you have a recommendation?
Thank you, Deacon, for the $2.
Your Honor, 2,500 cash or surety with all standard conditions. Also, in reviewing the affidavit, it would appear that when this is alleged that when the defendant was questioned by the deputy, he he refused to provide a valid address or any further information. That's quoting directly from the affidavit. I'm not sure if the court wants to make any special orders along those lines or not.
I object. I provided a valid address. It's just a non-residential address, or a residential address that is non-domestic. And he refused to accept my proper address or my mailing address.
Well, I'm gonna set a bond in the amount of $2,500 cash or surety. You'll need to provide a valid physical address to a bondsman if you wish to make bond, Mr. Dubis. All right, is there anything else, Mr. Regier, on this case?
Nothing from the state's perspective, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be in recess. Mr. Dubis, you are excused.
Hold on, is it an OR bond or?
No, it's a cash or surety bond.
Okay, so I need a cosigner.
You can put up 2,500 in cash, or you can make arrangements with a bondsman.
Okay, thank you.
I like how he dropped the script when he started to talk. Okay, so is it an OR or a cash surety? Like it sounded like he immediately dropped the script when it didn't work, and he's like, okay, now I actually be serious for a bit. Oh, is this a Judge Simpson that I haven't seen yet?
Harbor One West versus Justin Washburner.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Cheryl Walkoff on behalf of the plaintiffs.
Come up to the table.
Your Honor, to refresh the court's recollection on this, the plaintiff moved to dismiss because the tenant had vacated the premises. The defendant was not satisfied with that resolution. He had a counterclaim filed and wanted to proceed with the counterclaim, which we have answered. And we believe that the counterclaim is moot for the reasons set forth therein, but I can just place on the record. The defendant is indicating damages from June of 2022. He paid rent for 6 months after he claimed the damages were incurred, and it is plaintiff's position that any claim would have been waived due to the payment of rent. And the case was not filed based on any rent that for that time in question.
Time period. Sir?
So while maintenance hadn't been performed, except for once in the 10 months that we occupied the unit, what I really want to focus on is the unlawful interference that occurred.
What unlawful interference?
Changing our locks without notice, both to the building and to our personal unit. Additionally,
Were you provided keys?
Initially, correct. However, at some point...
No. At some point, you're saying they changed the lock.
Correct. They drilled out our lock and replaced it. And then replaced the building locks without notice or dissemination of keys.
So you had no key to the building?
Correct.
So how'd you get in?
Somebody had removed the lock from the door physically because people were having to call other members of the apartment building to have them let them.
When is this supposed to have occurred?
This was in February when our lock was drilled.
February of what?
2023. That's listed in the maintenance request that we had put in because we had called multiple times, emailed, asking for when we could receive.
Sir, what do you moved?
Correct.
So what do you want out of this?
This eviction order, which we were not served properly, caused undue stress. And
it's a contract claim. You're not going to get any damages for that.
Yeah, that's not how that's going to work.
I didn't make up the law. I just tell you what it is. You're not gonna get that on a contract. This is a contract.
This isn't like an injury or negligence claim. Okay, this is awkward.
I guess I have nothing to say other than I'd like to voice
your displeasure
because these summons were not presented according to the law.
What summons?
Whenever we to the initial eviction, they sent
To this case?
correct.
My understand, so, okay. They're dismissing their claim.
Correct.
Okay, so what do you want me to do then?
I thought that damages were something that could be awarded, especially considering.
For what though?
That's what I'm trying to explain.
They're not doing a very good job. So tell me for what?
The stress of this eviction
For
was completely
what?
erroneous to begin with, caused us to miss Kendra's father's memorial service. He died maybe a month before this all took place, and because the summons were sent to the old address, which they knew that we were no longer residing at, and we didn't get this notice, the summons, I'm sorry, until after the first hearing, we were not able to attend her father's memorial service.
So he wants some sort of recompense for the.
Party to this.
It says all other occupants, which includes her.
But she's not a party to the lease.
Yes, she was.
Yes, I was.
But even if she, I just don't even get your theory on this. I just don't.
Our summons not supposed to be sent certified mail to your current address.
No. Certified?
From everything I had seen.
Why don't you read the law? I can give you a book you can read on the procedure as to how landlord-tenant cases are served. You're just making stuff up.
I went through Michigan Legal Help as directed by the court.
I didn't direct you to do anything. But you're going to tell me that that says it has to be served certified?
That's what I saw, yes, sir.
Anything else you want to tell me? Because I don't even understand why this counterclaim is attempting to be maintained. I don't. The periods in time that you're claiming aren't the periods in time that they're claiming. You paid rent after each one of these time periods, right? These things that you complain about.
Correct.
All right, well, I'll ask, why'd you do that? If all of this stuff was happening, why'd you do that?
I didn't have a better option.
Anything else you want to tell me? Because you're wasting my time, your time, everybody's time. Because you're not thoroughly researching anything. You're coming in here, and if you want to tell me your feelings, tell me your feelings. But don't try to think that you're going to maintain some lawsuit based upon that. Anything else? Counterclaims are dismissed. Have a good weekend. You better check yourself with slamming my stuff, because otherwise I'll give you a place to stay this weekend. You understand me?
Ooh.
You almost got to do some work. I'm just saying.
awesome. What's this all about? Oh, is this the same lady or is it a different one? No, I think it's a different one.
And next case is State of Kansas versus Tyreek C. Crockett, 23 MR 101.
Hey,
Good
Your Honor,
after-
I'm sorry. We actually have Miss Montgomery in here instead. I apologize about the mix-up.
No problem. We can do that. Case is entitled State of Kansas versus Alonda Divine Tanae Montgomery, 23 CR 391. Good afternoon, Miss Montgomery.
Good afternoon.
You are charged by way of information, count 1, on or about August 15, 2023 in Butler County, Kansas, with attempted theft, a level 10 non-person felony. Count 2, same date and location, driving under the influence, class B, non-person misdemeanor. Count 3, same date and location, possession of marijuana, class B, non-person misdemeanor. Count 4, same date and location, possession of paraphernalia for use, a class B, non-person misdemeanor. And Ms. Montgomery, do you understand the charges pending against you?
I do.
You do have the right to counsel. If you cannot afford an attorney, one would be appointed to represent you. Are you currently employed?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I am a god.
Okay, you're a god, and that's the capacity that you work in.
That's her occupation? Wow. Neat.
Court does find that there's being a god is lacking financial wherewithal, and the court does appoint Jim Watts to represent you at all stages of the proceedings. Jim Watts is appointed to represent you at all stages of proceedings. Court sets your next appearance date on the felony preliminary hearing control docket before myself. That would be on Monday, November 13, 2023 at 2:30. Monday, November 13, 2023 at 2:30. Counsel's been appointed. Your next date has been set. Court makes inquiry in regards to appropriate bond. Ms. Montgomery, what is your current address?
No idea.
You don't know your address?
No. Oh, okay.
What is happening right now? What?
And your current address, Miss Montgomery? Miss Montgomery, your current address?
Paige, what is my current address?
What?
208 North Mountain Road, Butler County, Kansas, 67817. That is my address.
What?
Okay. Chris or Amber, did either one of you get that?
What did you ask them?
Only partially, Judge. I got the zip code and North Road, Butler County, and 2 something.
What's the numbers that you screamed out, Miss Montgomery?
Hey.
Miss Montgomery, sit up straight, please. What is the numbers of your address?
Paige.
I have no idea what the hell she's saying. Who is she asking for her address?
0864 South Rock Road. No, I can't. That's not my address.
What?
Lord, why isn't he saying my address for me? Jesus, why isn't he saying my address for me?
What?
Lawyers and doctors and police officers are supposed to be clear. You're supposed to trust in me. You have not trusted me this whole time.
Okay, I have
You have not trusted in me this whole time.
20864.
Make him stand up.
20864. Okay. Very well.
John, when I tap my leg on the first try, I will make you stand up if you don't believe and trust in me. Charles, John.
Wait,
Your
I
Honor,
can't
would
tell
ask
if
that
she's.
you be muted, and I do.
I can't tell if she's a preacher or she just joined the Marine Corps.
She has some military history.
Oh.
Okay. Did you get the address, Amber and Chris?
Yes, Your Honor. South Rock Road.
That's what I got.
67817 as the zip code.
So would that be McConnell?
It would be foreseeably near. I don't know that 64. I think that might be too big of a number for South Rock Road, but there was some talk, at least amongst the people at the jail, that McConnell might be trying to get a hold of. I think she might have been in the Naval Reserves, but I believe she's been discharged. But that doesn't mean she might not still live down near the base in Wichita.
Okay, very well. Recommendation for bond?
Your Honor recommends 5,000 cash or surety.
She's
and,
real screaming.
No drugs, no alcohol as conditions of bond. And
And
I
that
might
is-
also suggest if her behavior has not changed, she was just arrested last night. So I think, we may be dealing with some of the after effects of her just coming down from being high. But the jail might keep a close eye on her, and if they do still have some concerns, I'd ask that they reach out to us, because I don't know that we want to necessarily go the competency route just yet, but in the next maybe week or so, we may need to make that decision.
Very well. The court does order the recommended amount of bond, $5,000. Cash or surety subject to the terms and conditions as set forth on the record. And once again, this matter is set back before myself, and this would be on the felony preliminary hearing control docket, and that is Monday, November 13, 2023 at 2:30. There being nothing further to come before the court is in recess. Have a good day, Miss Montgomery.
Well, that was a weird one. All right. I think we could do one more, and then I'm gonna go end the stream, eat something, and then we'll be back on at 7 o'clock for bingo. Dios mío. Nah, I'm having something in the house. What's this?
Good afternoon. Are you Cassandra Stratton?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm Judge Middleton. I'm filling in for the magistrate. We're trying to cover some things. Judge Patterson's doing a couple things. I am as well. I'm waiting for the public defender to get here. Here she is now. This is Miss Matea Paycheck from the Public Defender's Office, and you are Cassandra Jean Stratton.
It was.
Yes, Your Honor.
We can't
I
I
inhaled the Chipotle after the stream ended.
You did.
I was so hungry. It was delicious.
Oppose or endanger.
Assault. I didn't assault anyone.
Well, of the three rivers police, that's just the way the statute is read. Did assault, batter, wound, resist, oppose, obstruct, or endanger? It is a felony punishable by up to 2 years imprisonment and a fine of up to $2,000. The bond information report that accompanies this says they were attempting to serve a pickup order or warrant on your son, and they were chasing you guys on bicycles, and he took off. And you have another case which I
wait, so
down.
So both mom and son ran from the cops?
Which is file 2332372. And that was harboring a runaway.
Ooh.
$200
harboring a fugitive.
June 20th or 3 days, $325 by June 20th or 3 days jail. You didn't pay it.
Uh-oh.
But you did come in on July 12th and start a payment plan. And you made a payment of $50. So you have a payment plan on that case. The magistrate set the bond in this case in the amount of $50,000.
Holy crap. I didn't know that. Ooh, it's a lot.
I can't tell from this document that accompanies this whether they actually were able to take your son into custody. He took off. Do you know whether he was ever apprehended by the police?
I don't know. That's not really what happened though. I wasn't even with my son. My son was behind me with another chick, and I had to cross the road. And when I was
what's up?
He had my son
right on.
stopped in a drive. I didn't even know he was behind me. And then the cop, I see my son take off.
All right, well, let's slow down a minute. They had a Cassopolis address, but they also indicated that you may be homeless right now. Do you have an address?
I'm homeless in St. Joe County. I use my mom and dad's address for my mail.
All right, where do you actually stay?
I'm homeless. I stay in Three Rivers. Here at different places.
Okay. Anyway, they had this struggle. I attempted to detain Stratton in handcuffs for fleeing with Heath. When I attempted to contact her, she was detained due to her contributing to his delinquency by harboring him in my presence. She pulled away using her body weight, turning her body weight, and attempting to flee on foot. She was placed in an arm bar and taken to the ground. She was handcuffed and arrested. That was 2 days ago.
Yeah, but he said that I wasn't even under arrest. Like when he had my hand, he said I wasn't even under arrest. He just wanted to talk to me. When I looked over to see if my son made it across the road, because I seen him dart. I mean, he was going fast. All I was trying to do was look to see if my son was made it across the road and get hit by a car because there was cars coming. That's all that happened.
Okay.
And then he told me I was under arrest for resisting and obstructing a police officer. At the beginning, he told me, he asked me where the meth was. He said, "Where's the meth at? You've been known to have meth all the time on you. We find it on you." And I'm like, "No, you don't. I've had meth on me one time and admitted to you. You were my judge."
Yes. Well, they didn't seize any methamphetamine as far as I can tell.
You're right, because I don't do meth no more.
Well, let me ask a couple of questions. Can you post any sort of bond?
No, I have no money. I have nothing.
And you have nowhere to go.
I would like to go to the homeless shelter here in Centerville, where I'd like to go. I keep asking
What?
to get there
Why haven't you gone there before?
because it's a long bike ride.
That's not a very good reason.
Yeah.
It's a very long bike ride. It's like 16 miles or something.
No, it's not. It's about 8.
Oh, I didn't
And,
know. I just knew it was a while.
All right. Well, the magistrate set the bond in the amount of $5,000 cash or surety. Sort of doesn't matter. If I set it in the amount of $2, you don't have any money to post it. But I'm going to I'm going to show a plea of not guilty. And I'm going to set a pre-exam conference for August 15th at 8:30 a.m. I'm going to set a preliminary examination if needed for August 22nd at 1 o'clock. I'm going to appoint, I believe, Attorney Ross Truckee is on duty that week. And I'm going to leave the bond as set by the magistrate at $5,000 cash or surety. That bond can certainly be reviewed and amended and reduced, but I don't want to just do a bond where you're standing on the front steps of the jail with no place to go. And you're right, you had some struggles with methamphetamine in the past. And I can't tell what's going on. Your son, they believe that you're shielding him from his arrest, and they charge you with harboring in this other case that you owe money on. The good news is, as long as you're in jail, we might as well at some point wipe out that money you owe me in the other case.
So how many days is that? Can you tell me
You've
that?
already been in jail. All right, let's take care of that case while we're here.
Thank you.
You got arrested on the 28th, which is yesterday.
Yes.
No, today's the 31st. What day did you get arrested? Saturday night?
Friday.
Friday. All right, we're going to wipe that one out.
All right. You get a little bit of a reprieve there.
3 days, credit 3 days, leaving 0 days to serve on, wipe out the fine that you still owe. So that does take care of that.
I also have the one in Cass County that is supposed to be going along with this one here, the one that you're talking about.
I don't have any control over the cat. Do you have a hold for you in Cass County?
No.
I'll check into that.
Thank you.
So you don't know what happened to your son?
I don't know. I didn't even know that he was in town, and then he just popped up out of the blue and came to see me. I didn't have anything to do with him coming here. I guess as far as last I knew, he was doing good. He had a job in Michigan City. And then next thing I know, he's here and he's got a broken hand. I don't want anything to do with trying to cover for him, and that's why I told the police. Like when he was over at Roslyn Bourne's, I told the police that he was over there. I told him exactly where I knew he was. That's why I just seen him over there.
They also charge you as habitual offender, making this a third felony offense, which would double the amount. But I'm not really clear. Well, the maximum would be 4 years rather than 2 years. You charge as habitual offender, which is part why the magistrate set the bond in the amount that they did.
This is the first time I've ever had an RNO. I've never been in
Yes.
trouble for this before.
Well, that's good. I've seen a lot worse than this, but you're in dire straits, ma'am, and you need to get some stability here. So the first thing I did is I wiped out the fine and costs you owed in that harboring case. I gave you 3 days, credit 3 days, and filed 23372 SM. So you don't have to worry about that payment plan you tried to set up.
So that takes
I
care of
set
it.
your bond in this case in the amount that the magistrate set, which is $5,000 cash or surety. That can be altered or amended if there's some plan of someplace for you to go rather than standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona.
I can go to my mom and dad's.
All right, well, if you could have, you already would have. So let's see if we
No,
can
I
work out.
can go there.
All right, we'll explore that. Attorney Ross Truckee is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date is August 15th at 8:30. All right,
Okay,
good
so
luck.
am I being charged with habitual though? Because I've never been in trouble
you
for
haven't been
RNO.
convicted. You haven't been convicted of anything yet. They simply charged it.
Wait, is Winslow, Arizona a reference to something? I actually don't even know.
Do a number of things with it. They can put it in circuit court.
That reference got way.
The only charge, and I will see you on August 15th. I don't really know what to do. Ross will get it, and if there is some option to put her somewhere.
The song lyric?
There, I guess we can explore it, but I didn't have any better idea than where they set the bond.
All right. Obviously too young for me. I forget I have a boomer audience and Gen Xers. All right. We're gonna do the bingo stream in 2 hours. I'm gonna go eat something, and then we are going to go play some bingo, get a couple of those videos that I was saving up from yesterday, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. All right, see you guys later. See you in a couple hours. Bye bye.